on in.
Hi.
Hi again.
Hi.
How was your break?
It was good.
Good. Alright. So, ready to get back into this?
Yep.
Yeah? How are you doing so far?
Pretty good. It's a little bit of a difficult topic to talk about, but
Yeah.
it's still interesting and nice to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Things that have to be discussed sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes it's part of this job too, is bringing up the difficult things.
Mm-hmm.
So, what kind of feelings are coming up for you while we're doing this?
My feelings with the video or just with the interview itself?
Both. If you want to talk about both.
Sure. With the video, I think I said it before with a little frustration, wishing I could do something about it now. I mean, I can in the future. I know I can work towards being a voice and advocate for kids like Ewan and Kara.
Mm-hmm.
But watching the video, I can't just jump in and help and
Mm-hmm.
want to see what happens next or ask questions. So maybe just a little frustration.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in a little not sad, maybe just a little upset that that's happening and that someone would think to even do that to a kid. Just very a little heartbreaking, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the field that we're in.
Yes.
My feelings toward the interview so far are good. I'm having a good time talking about it, and it's I find it very easy to say these things, and you seem to be very interested in it too. So, yeah, I think it's easy to talk. It's good to talk about it with another person.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And share how I felt about the video, and not just keeping it to myself after doing so many of them.
Is there anything about either the video or this interview or the situation in general that, you find a little triggering that makes you, kind of stop and think for a second?
Like I said, I don't know if it's, like about the connecting part. I don't know if I can really connect with Ewan and Kara about their situation compared to my home life because they are fairly different from the video. But, wait, can you repeat the question?
Just if you're finding anything triggering.
Okay. Yeah, not triggering in that sense, but maybe just talking about, hearing Kara say how, like, he touched her.
Mm-hmm.
That, not triggering in the sense that happened to me, but just bringing up a lot of sad frustration, like emotions, anger.
Yeah.
So that's a little triggering. It makes me want to, watching the video, I got, like, really upset and paused it and had to watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think just like before, it's really sad to hear that that's happened to a child, and it was really sad seeing you in, for me, or just upsetting that he was holding off, or I felt like he was holding back a lot, and that could have even happened to him, but we don't know that.
Yeah, that's right. Is there anything that, I could help to clarify or help you to understand about this situation, or?
Maybe, like, how was your point of view on the situation?
Well,
or how did you feel? Or was there any, like, different feelings that came up for you than, like, for me?
I think I was pretty much very similar to you in the sense that clearly there was something going on between the boyfriend and the sister, and whether or not there's anything actually happening to Ewan is still, yet to be determined. But I have very similar feelings to you. I find it very upsetting that,
Do you feel like you wish you would, like, know more about it, or wish, like, I wish the video kept going so I could know what happened next?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be very helpful, and I feel like that would really help to help me to create like these solid feelings around what's going on, as well as it would help me to figure out a like plan of action, try to figure out where we go from here. So very very similar to what you're feeling. So I know you mentioned earlier that what you would do if you and his sister were to be separated and talked to one-on-one. Do you feel as though you would be comfortable to do something like that if the chance ever were to come up?
I don't know if I would be fully comfortable or even 100% prepared for it, but it's something that I'm sure we're all going to have to do at some point. So just diving in and seeing where it goes. Although I wouldn't want to make the first person I do one-on-one with, especially with this heavy topic, to feel like they're like my first go at it or my guinea pig, or I want to make them feel that I am just as a safe person as someone who's done this 100 times and really practiced before, so that's known that I do have a little background on how I could help and with that, and asking the right questions, so I'm not provoking or bringing up something that's making them frustrated or things like that, if that makes sense.
For sure. So obviously throughout the last couple of years we've learned a lot of different skills in class, especially on how to talk to people and like how to ask questions.
Like the therapeutic skills?
Yeah. So, and doing the videos and the scenarios are really helpful in teaching us like when it's appropriate to use them and like how to use them. So how do you feel like those skills that have been learned in class could help you if you were to talk to not even just you as anybody in general?
I think looking back at this video, some of the skills that would help would maybe probes to find out more about what was going on, digging a little deeper. I think providing silence, especially with that topic, is really important because I don't want to keep asking closed-ended questions and open-ended questions.
Yeah.
Probing too hard.
Yeah.
That they're getting overwhelmed and not wanting to answer anything or not being able to answer to the best of their ability. So I think providing some silence would just allow you and your care or someone like them to just sit back and be in their emotion and be in their headspace for a minute and to collect themselves and then really give a genuine answer or a thought, or just to have that silence.
Yep.
Or even me being silent and letting them just talk and express and just not asking questions, just hearing what they have to say without interrupting. I think using open and closed-ended questions is really good. I think I would try to stick more to the open-ended.
Yeah.
Because I think I could ask less questions if I worded my open-ended questions right. And I feel maybe asking less questions would make the process go a little easier and not feel like I'm interrogating them or make them feel like they're being questioned in what they're saying. Because closed-ended questions work really well. But I think just for myself and how I see things with this, I feel myself in like the videos too that I ask a lot of open-ended questions.
Yeah.
And that could make someone feel like, why are you questioning me so much? Like let me talk. Or so I think maybe fewer well thought out open-ended questions would be better than many closed-ended.
Yeah, which makes total sense.
And that active listening and the nodding and just letting them know I'm still listening. And I think I would do a lot of relationship immediacy, especially at the end, making sure that the youth and I were really okay with what happened and letting them know it was a heavy topic. And even before then, making sure we're on good terms and everything's okay before we start. Because if things in the relationship are not okay in the beginning, then I can see it carrying through the conversation negatively, maybe. And then, I think there's so many other ways I think I could talk about all the skills and how they'd be helpful, but those were some key ones I think that stood out to myself.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Oh man. Okay. Let me think.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
So, I know how I said what I would do if I was the worker in Karen Ewan's video
Mhm.
and had said what I did. Like, what do you think you would do? Especially given that you were in, like, the criminal justice program too, so you might have a little more background than me on the, like, the legal
side of
part of it.
I definitely feel that after like an allegation, especially from the sister of the boyfriend, touching her inappropriately and everything, I think that would be immediate. Like the first thing on my mind would be to get, somebody over there, like law enforcement over there, and make sure that, there's nothing else going on, because I feel like there's potential for the mother to have been abused or for him to be abusing anybody else. So to shut that down would be probably one of my main priorities. And then, of course, talking to the two siblings to find out from them what was going on. And also probably talking to the aunts to see if she's noticed anything, to see if the kids have said anything to her about what's going on.
Do you remember in class when I think we discussed, I think it was a few days ago, then it was brought up in how the police officers can't go in a home without hard, like, evidence? Was that
reasonable grounds?
Yeah, but a social worker can. So I think if I was a CRC worker in that situation, I would immediately let the social worker know. Police, so then the social worker can be the first one in there to get them out if that's where they're at. What do you think about that?
I think that is definitely very, smart, especially where they're able to actually go into the house and having the law enforcement backup. They'd be able to get in there and get, things not settled, but, contained to the point where no one's going to be hurt immediately. So, that was a really good point that I didn't even think of. So, okay. I guess we're getting to the end now. Are there any more questions or any more comments that you have? Regarding the situation, or like the feelings around it, or how you think the kids will do?
I think overall, I think I've said this a few times throughout the interview that I just wish the videos would have continued. Kind of left me hanging. I wish I would have known maybe what even another person would have done. I think that's why I really liked hearing your input on it. Just you having that different background than me. And we're both totally different CYC workers. We both have different ways of approaching things. Because not everyone's the same. So it was really nice to see your perspective on it. But I think coming to an end, I feel really happy that I got to talk about this and share my experiences with one of the videos with you. And it was really cool because we spent so much time working on this by ourselves as an individual, and there wasn't really much time to talk to other classmates about all the responses we got and what we heard and what we seen. So it's nice to finally have that time to just talk about what I saw and not just hold it in until the next time we had to do a video.
All right. Perfect. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
This was a good interview.
Yes, thank you.